Welcome everyone to this episode of the AskJasonGelios Show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I had this great question about whether or not proximity affects home value, right? So does living closer to public transportation or near schools or shopping areas affect home value? And so yes, ultimately it does. I want to dive into some things. Now, first off, there was a survey that was done by househunt.com. This is not an endorsement of their website or anything. I actually don't know much about them. However, they did this survey and it's pretty interesting. So I'll go ahead and share with you some things. Now, first off, public transportation. Public transportation, according to this study, states that it can raise home values up to about 41%. Okay, that's pretty huge. Okay, 21% of home buyers surveyed stated that they would pay more if they were near schools. Okay, the closer you are to schools, the better. About 17% of home buyers said that they would love to be near light rail transit. Pretty interesting. I'm in Southeast Michigan, and the only light rail transit we have is our, I believe it's called the Q line, which is in Detroit. Goes back and forth, and all that fun stuff. So here's a fun fact about amenities, right? So Starbucks, I don't know what to think about this. Starbucks, in a study, is known to boost the home's value by 21%, being near a Starbucks. I'd love to read your comments about what you think about that. No political posts, please. Just what do you think about home value going up by 21% if you're near a Starbucks? As well as a Dunkin' Donuts, which has been known to, which I don't know how you would actually prove this, but I guess if this was a study from home buyers, but a Dunkin' Donuts is estimated to boost a home's value by 15%. That's pretty interesting. I don't know. It's a fun thing, but that's what they did in this study. Now, garbage dump. A garbage dump, this is no surprise. Actually, I thought it would be more of a dump on home's value, right? But a garbage dump lowers the home's value by about 5 to 7%. Nobody wants to live right near a garbage dump, okay? Now, a registered neighbor can lower your value by 12%. And what this means is if it's a registered offender of some kind, all that is public record. So if home buyers are savvy and they're looking to see, especially if they have a family, if they're looking to see if there's any registered offenders in the public, I guess, criminal system, and it shows that, hey, there's a person right next door, that's not good. You're gonna have a hard time selling that home. Loud and messy neighbors can hurt a home's value by about 5 to 10%. I believe this. If you have home buyers looking at a home and they see, loud neighbors and blight outside someone's home just down the street or right next door, or even one street over, that's a huge turnoff. That's just not good at all. Now, busy roads hurt value. I don't have a percentage on this, but busy roads definitely hurt your home's value. If your home is right near, facing up to, or rather backing up to a busy road, you're not going to get as much for that home as, let's say, the home on the next street. Okay. Power lines lower resale of a home. If you're right next to a power line, that's going to hurt your home value. Many people don't want to do that. Then you go to power plants, right? Power plants actually hurt a home's value by about 4 to 7%. Pretty interesting. I thought it would have been more. Sinkholes, potholes, sinkholes, they can lower a home's value up to 30%. That's pretty interesting. And by the way, these things are actually The distance that they calculate is within a quarter of a mile or walking distance from the home. Okay, so if you have a garbage dump that's 2 miles away from your home, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if it's within walking distance from your home, that's not good. Okay, so I don't know. These are just some interesting things of how proximity affects home value. The first rule of real estate, and I'm gonna sound cliche in saying this, but it's location, 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 right? It matters. You can have two identical homes with the same updates, same everything. You put one near one of these things that I mentioned, right? The garbage dump, the sinkholes, the loud, messy neighbors, and that home will sell for less and be worth less compared to the other home that is in a better proximity. So yes, location matters, and proximity affects home value in a positive and negative way. So I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Have you been out looking for a home and something turned you off to where you didn't even go inside the home, right? Messy neighbor, like I mentioned, or blight, or whatever the case is, that you weren't aware of until you pulled up. Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments. And I invite you to follow me on social media. You can choose your platform and visit my websites. It's allabouttherealestate.com, as well as my senior website for adults age 55 plus. It's servingmichiganseniors.com. I appreciate you guys watching this episode, and make it a great week.